So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. Hello, the game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
And here's Platini, passing nice and neat. Schmeichel claims comfortably. And they can counter here. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. That is good strength. He's had a shot! That is good alertness. And here's Hullet. Now it's Sneijder. Bergkamp. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Platini. Brilliantly cut out. And he's gone direct here. So what can they make of this? Probing pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Takes a shot! Pele. That's a cute ball. And he plays one through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Hullet. And this is Sneijder. Sneijder! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Chooses to go back. That is a brilliant interception. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That has been slung wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Platini. It's Dembele! Rodri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Araujo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Gullit. Chance for a shot! Just a whisker away.
은하은하. 은프로 형님 은하입니다. 배즈 은하은하. SJ님 배즈 형 은하요.
Platini in acres of space now.
형님 은하.
Maldini. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Oh, good-looking ball. It's really nicely played. Distributed tidily. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Snyder! Now he wants to get in on the act here. Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. He's in a great position here. And he's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Platini. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Dembele. And here's Dembele. Can he finish? Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Pele. Now it's Pele. And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Substitution.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Threads one in. That's beautifully weighted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Dembele. Oh, can he get onto this? And they're quick to get it back. No, it's come to nothing. pass is intercepted. Rodri, out to the left it goes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries to play it through. Tries to get it clear. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, there's a probing ball. Dembele. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Davids chips it through. Oh, important interception. 60 minutes played. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Beckham. Closing, and Beckham! And he nearly went all the way.
Beckham can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
We have got changes
Beckham.
here from both sides, in fact.
Number 21, Dembele. Number 7, Gullit. Number 14, Schneider. Number 22,
Quality ball.
Platini. Coming on the field.
He's looking wide.
Number 18,
Maldini
Guti.
is pretty
Number
much the
6,
definition of the word uncompromising.
Number 20,
Neymar.
Didier Drogba.
Oh, lovely
Number
feed. He
11,
is such a good
Bacchio.
mover.
Number 9, Rui Costa.
That's been intercepted.
Substitution
That's great
taking
positioning,
place.
so good from him.
Now it's Rui Costa. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Great vision. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Back into the middle. Has a look and plays it forward. Chance! And yes, it's there! And that could well be the winner!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Now it's Bale. Bale. Great ball if he can get there.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
It's a really well-measured ball. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rui Costa. Now, can they get him away? He's having a shot! Sticks it away! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
He has found the way through. Ball swung in. Tries to get it clear.
There will be
Nicely aimed pass.
time.
Now it's Drogba. Nicely spread. Played into space out wide. He's found the way through. Swept and the shot. And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes...
And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite that...
은하은하. 간만에 오웬이 보이네. 범핀 은하은하. 범준영 은하. 슈스 입장하십니다. 오웬은 종결임가. 나 어제 오웬한테 헤딩 먹고 멘탈 털림. 헉. 역시 슈스는 평범을 거부한다. 헤딩은 메시죠 제일 빡침. 오늘 범팍 삼아 제껴야지. 범팍 삼아 주차할 거임. 하고 싶은데 아직 페이지 많이 남지 않았나요? 아직 2주 남았죠. 커리어 하이 가야죠. 그래서 고민 중요.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
It's a really well-measured ball. Beckham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but... A header! Strokes it back. And it's Vieira. He's in a good position here. Driving through the middle. It's Raul! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Yaya Toure. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Looking tidy in possession here. And the shot's on here. Platini was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Aims beyond the defence. Can he finish? Ruud Gullit! Oh, it's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute...
근데 매칭이 좀 빡세져서 힘들긴 하네요.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he plays one through. And this is Raul. Oh, such a clever touch. Vieira. Brilliantly cut out.
Pedro Neto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Toure kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played towards the other side. Pedro Neto is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this
한 판만 돌려볼까요?
is 1-0. Brahim Diaz. Vieira. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Gullit.
한 판은 모임.
Looking for the run. Brahim Diaz can get it clear. Beckham to take it as usual. Oh, smashing header! No.
전 저녁에 일단 우판만 가보려고 함.
Out to the left it goes. Gullit. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
This is the time you need that
한판이라
pace.
하고 한두 시간 하더라고요.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Dembele. He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. He's having a go! And this is Sneijder. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Vieira cuts it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's a searching pass. Nicely worked. Oh, that's well spotted. Araujo gets good distance on it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And look what it means to... There's the whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. Here we go again. And the pass is intercepted. He's given the time to pick a pass. Beckham. Oh, they could break here. No way through. Brahim Diaz. Pedro Neto. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Makelele, this is promising. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. Because
It's Sneijder! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
와 이걸 밖으로 차네.
He's in plenty of space here. That's a shade optimistic. Baresi. Barella. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Baresi. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it
Gets his head on it! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
페이지 3아. 누구 걸린 줄 알아요?
And they are pulling clear here. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made it clap.
And that's it.
누군데요?
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.
리숙님. 저 가요. 나이스. 안녕 1890점. 잘가요 멀리 안 나갈게요. 범팡님 화이팅입니다. 알아서 내려가시네 나이스. 아키님 감사합니다. 근데 1820점 가겠네요. 3시간 하겠군. 아니 방송도 안 키시고. A 20점 이상 안 까질 텐데. 쪽지로 누워라 해요. 전 이거 꿈으로 피올에 나옴. 침묵 중이네. 실패. 까비. 전 2009 있는데 참고 있어요. (1월 1일에) 보태 쓰려고. 앞니 나오려나요?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters.
지금 이미 스쿼드는 보화 상태니 신규나 메시 0티어 뜨면 갈라고요.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man.
Oh, shooting chance! Could be danger here, and again!
킥도 바꾸고 싶긴 한데.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Danger averted for now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's Dembele! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Hullet. Chance, surely! He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just
미숙인
couldn't have
막이 깨라.
responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Could move up a gear here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Dembele! 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 Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it! It was... And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
범팡님 안 끝났어요.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior's cross. And the shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, a breakthrough already. That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Araujo can get it clear. And it's Lam. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Hullet. Maldini. He's cut it out. Rodri. Looking for options for movement. Pedro Neto. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Vinicius Junior looks to get on the end of this. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the...
91분에 골라서 먹고 21분로 쳤네요. 아, 수비 잘하고 있었는데.
He's desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Hullet. He's had a shot. Superb from Vinicius Junior.
아깝이다.
Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that is a goal worthy. It's a mighty effort. And he hits the net. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that.
골라서로 쳤으면
Fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
이긴 거임. 리승님 미워.
We have got ourselves a game here.
동정해주지.
Surely! Oh, taken with style. There was no getting to that.
동정해주지.
No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Hullet really struggling to influence the game.
지금 이 풋볼 바닥에 인정 따위 없음.
Taking responsibility to...
And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Koller, played out wide.
한시우로 치고 있다가 흥민이가 급강화 하나 넣어줘서 1시 1분 됐었음.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway
각박한
time.
이 푸세게.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
멀리서 쏴서 날라올 거라고 리스님 생각 못했을 듯.
Nice and easy for the
급강화
goalkeeper.
넣었으면 이긴 거임.
Looking for the run. He's through here. Now can he find the finish? Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Rodri. Hullet. Platini is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Vinicius Junior. Hullet. Dembele!
Has been indicated.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Platini wins the duel this time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Hullet. Thuram makes the interception. He might be in here. And Hullet! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Pedro Neto, looking to play him in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Quality ball. Hullet has created one goal already. Rodri. Yaya Toure. And here's the chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Ferdinand. Can he get it through? Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Vinicius Junior. Pedro Neto. Out towards the flank. He is just caressing the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm. Pedro Neto is onto this. Dembele, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Pedro Neto.
The
It's
attendance
Hullet.
for this match was 71,550.
Lahm could try cutting inside here. Tries to get it clear. Vinicius Junior. Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Hullet. Pedro Neto. Oh, smashing header! Brilliant from Koller! A finish right from the top draw! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22.
We have got changes here from
Cristiano
both sides, in
Ronaldo.
fact.
Number 10.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Number 15.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Number
And he's there to
23.
belt it away.
Dahl. Coming
Well,
on the
that's
field,
certainly more like it. They
number
can't let the
20,
intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the
Number
question now is
19,
whether they can
Neymar.
sustain it.
Number 18, Ronaldinho. Number 5,
That is good pressure, just
Cafu.
hounded him off it.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roberto Baggio. Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Drogba! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Drogba.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rui Costa. And he's managed to get free. Drogba. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Drogba is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Owen. And here's Drogba.
There will
Out
be
to the
1 minute
right.
added time.
Skims one in. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Haaland. Could move up a gear here. And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean,
Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. Yamal. The ball goes in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that's fabulous. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Ferdinand is there, and he can get that clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, smashing! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And he's straight offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Schneider looks to get on the end of this. And that could set him on his way. Oh, just skips past, and the shot! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Dembele really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
And it's Hullet. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that was very necessary. Passing is crisp and sharp. Schneider! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And Hullet! Oh, taken with style. Into the lead once more.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Now that's a fine challenge. So, third corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Over to the left. Now it's Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence. Yamal. Yamal's cross. He gets big against the crossbar. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dembele is the team's great visionary. That's an imaginative pass. Yamal showing good feet. And it's Pedri. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And that has been cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Dembele! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Pedri. No, that's been intercepted. Dembele. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that's well spotted. Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here. And he welcomes... Shot a goal! Cruyff. Now it's Yamal. Makaleli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cruyff. It's Pedri. Gullit. Drives it in. That's a decent clearance. Schneider. Gullit. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more. And
SJ님 배지형 은하요. 각박한 이 풋세게 멀리서 쏴서 날라올 거라고 리숙님 생각 못했을 듯. 급강한 넣었으면 이긴 거임. 한 판 이기고 끔. 매칭 빡세네요 많이.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 4. Número 19.
Here's the start of the second half.
Número 18. Número
Oh, that's a key
24.
interception. Pedri. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's a good ball out wide. Platini picks it up out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
수비 힘들죠.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, it's Dembele! And now a sudden chance to counter.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, played right into his path. Yamal has it out wide and in space. He slings it in. And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Gullit puts his foot on the gas. And he's had it nicked away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's a dangerous ball. It's Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Beckham plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Haaland. Pings in across. And back out it comes. Forward it goes.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Nedved. And it's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. He's in plenty of space here. And he's taking no chances there. Looking for options for movement.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Yaya Toure plays it all the way forward. Stood up well to him there.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Gullit. Keeper's dealt with that. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's tried one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tries to pass it through. Platini. Oh, it's Dembele. Nicely shaped ball. He's in a great position here. Nedved. And it's Pedri. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Into the last quarter of an hour. Tries to play it through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away. Platini. No, there's no going past him this time. Platini going. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Yaya Toure, and here's Beckham. Oh, sweet feet. Yamal did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yaya Toure. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's going for goal! He should have put that one away.
Gullit clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Corner number 3 coming up. Up he goes! That's a real chance missed. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Michel Platini. Platini finds himself offside. Can he get on the end of this? That's been slipped through. Gullit. He's free, he has big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Son Heung-min. Yamal. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? And he shoots! And that is the last effort of the game. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Dembele voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
잘한다 잘한다 은혁진. 부럽다 실력. 은영님 사톱 수비 어렵지 않나요? 그만큼 공격이 강해서 괜찮나요? 어렵긴 한데 공격이 재밌어요. 저도 한번 보톱해봐야겠네요. 개별 지시 따로 걸어주는 거 있으실까요? 말리부 상대 차람 안녕하세요. 수미 2명한테 수비형 걸고 뒷라인 1명이요. 도기님 어서오세요. 은하 따 말리부 도기님 어서오세요. 오사토비당 아 감사합니다.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And already we're underway here. Inter Milan have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
That's the throw. And that was nowhere near his best. Gullit absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bale, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good take in a good area. Bale receives it in a wide position. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And the shot! Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's a good run down the left-hand side. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Dembele proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And a chance! He's scored! There is the breakthrough!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And it's Dembele. That pass has been well intercepted. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Platini. Bale. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Dembele. Well, that pass isn't the best. 15 minutes till half-time. That's a little off target. And it's Nedved. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Seedorf. Schneider driving forwards. Platini!
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Gullit. Now it's Bale.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He's got away. Bergomi is there and he can get that clear. Gullit. And it's Van Basten. And that has put paid to that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Gullit. And this is Nedved. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
SS 둘의 뒷라인 걸어줘서 수비된 442 형태로 막아주시는군요.
It's in! Inter are back in business! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
생각도 못 해봤던 전술이네요.
Goes short. Shapes to shoot! This time surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1.
진짜 감사합니다.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Here's the whistle then to start the second half. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element
이게 다 제가 가르친 거죠.
really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Gullit, he's picked his way through. That's an excellent interception. Bale. Showing good feet. Seedorf. And here's Nedved. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall
이상한
targets
말로노.
to pick out from this corner.
Cambio di giocatori.
Great chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! And now a sudden chance to counter. Nedved.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Lovely bit of skill.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now...
Shoots!
은혁군은 협력 수비도 잘한 승인 것 같은데 수비 너무 잘하네요.
He's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
저는 협력 수비 잘 안 맞더라고요.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
It's
6.
their second corner of the
Numero
game.
21. Numero 23. Numero 9.
Maldini can get it clear.
Numero 11. Bale.
Inter Milan have their third
Il
corner.
numero 17. Il numero 24.
Big
Il
header.
numero 8.
It's
Il
bounced
numero
back off the
15.
post.
Il numero 27.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. It's Rui Costa! They've got to be quick. Oh, he's been caught.
아기토였구나.
Opts to Rui Costa! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rui Costa is offering a wry smile there.
Can he finish? Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. So, third corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Drogba, good read, needed to be. Rodri.
넵 생각해보니 헷갈릴 것 같아서 바꾸고 와서요.
A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, sweet feet. He's shifting through the gears here. He rises! Sticks it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rui Costa. And here's Drogba. Rodri cuts out the pass.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking tidy in possession here. Nicely worked. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's being shifted off it. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's Rui Costa!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
They'll have one final crack at it. Vitinha, and it's Owen. Hoeneß gets a foot in here. Owen.
네페즈 형님.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's been played through. Rummenigge. And the shot! Yes! He's done it! Late in the day! This could well be it! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Inter Milan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Vitinha. Owen. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shift.
말리부. 차례. 아깝다. 최고 등수 한 자리수네. 말리부 일본 놈. 와. 칠이. 경기 내용은 압도했는데. 까비까비. 아깝다. 유효슈 12개인데 깝이네요. 내일 나오는 새 메뉴 보셨나요? 디다 좋나요? 새 메뉴 능력치 한번 봐야겠네요. 말리부 디다 엄청 잘 맞길래 한번 써보려고요. 아 내일은 그닥 손이 안 가네요. 고사마 은하. 수비 지시 버프가 들어갔나? 내일 누군데요? 타이오 콜론의 HAND 핑크 웨이빙 앤드 핑크 웨이빙 앤드 핑크 웨이빙. 쇼탐인데 좀 멤버가 구려요. 어서 오세요. 내일 소보슬라이 쿠쿠렐라 새 메뉴로 나와요.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game.
달스 형 안녕하세요. 근데 새 메뉴가 좀 미쳤네요. 핑크 웨이빙 앤드. 고래아령 슈유경도 은하.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it? The way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game. Shot a goal! Superb goal!
은하.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good move.
And the shot! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Rijkaard to Messi.
동점해주지. 고래아령 슈유경도 은하. 은하. 다들 진양발 올피로 나와요. 오 양발 가드 올피.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
전 1월 1일을 기다리겠습니다. 근거울드.
Have the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard. Maldini. Midway through the first period and it's looking quite a game here.
은영님 보톡 너무 강력하네요. 콜로네프의 이시레드 할트 쉐입.
Non-shell pass school of defending. Oh no, what has happened here? Now there's a... Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
There's the shot! It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
창강님 은퇴했다 하지 않았나요? 복귀하셨네.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, they can break here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bale puts them all in. And that's the keeper's ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Shoots! Quite brilliant! Ronaldinho! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Roberto Carlos. That looks a cracking ball.
소보슬러이가 벨링엄이랑 되게 비슷하네요.
Corrected, it's a corner. Bale goes short. Ah, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like
잼게 잘하고 있나?
Dembele, and the shot! Dembele, brilliant!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So we have a breakthrough.
산 어서 오고.
How will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And the finish!
하이 어버이날 그래.
Now it's Platini. Now it's Hullet.
좀 전에 일본 말리부한테 아깝게 져서 분위기 다운 중.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
어버이날은 새끼야.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
그 친구 잘할 텐데. 찬영은 아웃.
Nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals.
최고 등수 7등이더라.
But only one between them. And we are already promptly back underway. And it's Nedved. Now it's Messi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Passing is crisp and sharp. Passing nice and neat. Platini. Ronaldinho is...
수능도 끝나고 맘 편히 개막했네.
Rijkaard. And no, that was never going to make it. Could move up a gear here. Always onto this. Oh, he's burst through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Hullet. Dembele. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bale aims beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Makalele defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Schneider gets into a good position. Manchester United can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Ronaldinho with 2 goals already to his name. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Dembele! Superb from Dembele! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Clinical, just clinical.
그죠.
What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2. Goes for a shot! This time, surely! That's got him rattled. Owen. Ronaldinho. And he's worked it through. He's got away. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 33, Messi. Number 99, Ronaldinho. Number 11, Nedved. Number 2, number 3.
And the keeper beats it away.
Coming on the
Oh,
field.
shooting chance!
Number 24,
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Scholes is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Lilian Thuram. Number 14, Vieira.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Vieira plays it long. Makalele is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And he plays one through. And reclaimed it in a trice. Guti! And that would have won it.
Guti clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Guti with the short one. Roberto Baggio! And somehow he managed to miss it. Cafu. And it's Beckham. And he's managed to get free. And he's intervened well there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Guti threads one in. Rui Costa picks it up out wide. Climbs up big! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go...
It's Pelé! And he hits the net. They're back within reach. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Good ball over the top. And he welcomes it in. Vieira finds himself offside. Five minutes left on the clock. Scholes knocks it into space. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. So, third corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, he's trying it! And that was very necessary. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos doing full tilt down the left. Bale gets flagged offside. Roberto Baggio. 5 minutes to add. And it's Yaya Toure. Drogba. Shot could be on. He has found the way through. Vieira. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Scholes. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. Scholes. And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic...
막판 할게요. 네.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. And Hullet! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Yaya Toure. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now that's a lovely exchange. Bellingham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Hullet. And that has left him in a heap. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Let's a look and place it forward. Platini. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's an imaginative pass. And this is Hullet! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one step. And it's hit the woodwork and out! Quarter of an hour played. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Platini. Caught offside that time. And it's Schneider. Oh, nicely intercepted. Still goalless at the moment. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Platini is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well timed, excellent interception. Roberto Baggio. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Makaleli. Now it's Sneijder. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, super ball! Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Michel Platini. That's a lovely, neat pass. Beckham just eases him off the ball. Nedved. And the pass is intercepted. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Platini. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. And this is Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner.
은영님 봄에 해보니까 보톱이라 그런지 스루가 되게 잘 들어가네요.
And the finish! In he goes again! Goal!
격수가 많아서 편할 거예요.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, there's the clearance. Jordi Alba. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Platini. Now it's Gullit. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Gullit. Played out towards the right wing. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
There will be
Gullit.
1 minute added time.
Bellingham. And it's Michel Platini. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Roberto Baggio. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Platini. And it's Rijkaard. Great vision. Sneijder. Makaleli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Gives it back. Now it's Gullit. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. And it's Beckham. Gullit gets into a good position. And they're back on the ball again. There's a chance! Still just a single goal between the sides. And here's Sneijder. Now this could be a chance. Bale's having a shot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Quality ball. Beckham touches it back. Platini. The message is clear, none shall pass. Beckham, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. Platini. Bellingham. And it's Sneijder. To Lahm. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's fabulous. Ferdinand. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now it's Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution on the field, number 14.
We have got changes here
Sneijder.
from both sides, in fact.
Number 4, Beckham. Number 7, Gullit. Number 21, Dembele. Number 22,
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Platini. Coming on the field, number 24.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim
number
it.
23,
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Owen. Number 25,
Passing
Gavi.
nice and neat.
Substitution.
Mbappe! Mbappe is magnificent! About as smooth as it gets. Right back in the game.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Owen. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, shooting chance! Glorious! A finish of true class! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely...
Takes a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Nicked it back promptly. And this is Bale. Zico.
Oh, great feat, that.
It's Bale! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Vitinha,
3 minutes added
that
time.
pass has been well intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Now it's Zico. Zico. And the number on the board is 3. And that's really well manoeuvred.
And the referee brings it to a close.
It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves.
감독 조언 안 끄고 하시네요. 오늘은 여기까지 하겠습니다. 모두 즐거운 주말 보내세요.